65% of Americans say they care about global warming, according to this study out of Yale, and you might be surprised at the results. So the researchers examined climate change in the American minds, belief, and attitudes. I'm just going to list out a rapid fire facts here. So out of the 1,068 nationally representative individuals that were surveyed, 4 times as many Americans think global warming is happening than now, with 59% believing it's mostly human caused. 47% of Americans think people in the US are being harmed by global warming right now, and 46% say they have experienced it personally. 13% have considered moving to avoid impacts, as 45% of people believe they will be harmed by global warming. 66% of Americans say they are at least somewhat worried about climate change, with 65% of Americans saying the issue of global warming is personally important to them. Nearly 3/4 of Americans are worried their area will be impacted by extreme weather, water pollution, tick and mosquito-borne disease, power outages, air pollution, extreme heat, droughts, water shortages, wildfire, flooding, and hurricanes. Here's the worrying part to me as an environmental science communicator. Only 39% of Americans say they hear about global warming in the media at least once a month, and 69% rarely or never discuss global warming with family and friends. Despite this, 76% of Americans say they are interested in news stories about how global warming is affecting the cost of living, and nearly over 75% of them are interested in news stories about the actions of the U.S. government, impacts locally and globally, responses from businesses to global warming, local action to respond to global warming as well. Interestingly, it was about a 50-50 toss-up between believing new technologies can solve global warming without individuals having to make big changes. I'm not an expert to interpret these results, but why do you think Americans hold these beliefs about climate change?